What is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be my DVD collection for 2012 and on to the superhero section. So let's get started. But first we have The Amazing Spider-Man from last year on Blu-ray. I really enjoyed this film with Hayden, I always get Andrew Garfield and Hayden Christensen mixed up. Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Reese Ifans, and Dennis Leary. I liked it better than the first Superman, but not as much as Superman, Spider-Man, but not as much as Spider-Man 2. Like, out of it today. Okay, next we have The Avengers, the best superhero movie of last year in my opinion. Just awesome, great summer blockbuster. Loads of fun, one of my all-time favorite superhero films now. Okay, next we have the original Batman Anthology. Of course, Batman from 1989, directed by Tim Burton, is my favorite of the four. Batman Returns from 92 is okay. I've always liked Batman Forever more than Batman Returns. I know a lot of people love Batman Returns, but I like Batman Forever better. And the less said about Batman and Robin, the better. Okay, next of course we have Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight Trilogy, Batman Begins, awesome, from 2005. The Dark Knight from 2008, still my all-time favorite superhero film, just brilliant in my opinion. I don't think it's perfect, but it just set the bar so high for all future superhero films to follow. And Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker deserved all the accolades it got. Still very sad that he's gone. And next we have The Dark Knight Rises. Again, a recent pickup on Blu-ray. Really enjoyed it. Epic filmmaking. I didn't think it was as good as The Dark Knight, but still pretty brilliant. Okay, next we have Batman Gotham Knights on Blu-ray. I won this in a contest from my mate Alan, Big Al 1982. Haven't watched it yet, to be honest. Okay, next we have Batman the Animated Series from the 90s. These are just awesome. I've watched them all. I got all 4 volumes. Really great stories, great characters. And just the way they're drawn, and yeah, it's just a really great show. Okay, moving on, we have the Blade Trilogy box set. Love the first Blade from 1998, of course. Wesley Snipes, awesome. Blade 2 from 2002 is pretty cool. I know a lot of people bag on Blade Trinity, but I like it. Not as much as the other two, but it's okay. Okay, next we have Captain America, the first Avenger on Blu-ray from 2011. Chris Evans I really enjoyed, and Stanley Tucci I thought was great. Hugo Weaving, awesome as Red Skull. And it's a shame that Haley Atwell is not going to be in the new one, because I really liked her in this as well. I don't know if that's a good idea not to cast her again. Okay, next we have Constantine from 2005. With Keanu Reeves and Rachel Weisz. Pretty good film. Some good hellish effects. Next we have The Crow from 1994. Classic, of course, with Brandon Lee. Directed by Alexis Proyas. Just a brilliant film. Again, very sad what happened to Brandon Lee. Next we have Daredevil from 2003. I enjoy the heck out of Daredevil. I don't care what anybody else says. Ben Affleck is awesome in that movie. Jennifer Garner, Michael Clark Duncan, and the one who steals the show for me was Colin Farrell as Bullseye. Fantastic Four from when did this come out now? 2004, I believe, or 2005. It's not great, but the extended edition is good compared to the theatrical version. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer from 2007. Maybe a little bit better than the original, but I haven't seen this since I saw it in the theaters. Next we have Fantastic Four, the complete 1994 to 95 animated television series. I haven't watched all of this. I only watched the first few episodes. I wasn't all that impressed, to be honest. But someday I'll sit down and watch it again. Next we have Ghost Rider from 2008, I believe, with Nicolas Cage and Eva Mendes. Kind of ridiculous, but I enjoy it. And I also enjoyed Spirit of Vengeance, which I'm going to be picking up on Blu-ray sometime in the upcoming months, whenever I get around to it. Okay, next we have The Green Hornet, also on Blu-ray from 2011. Not a great film with Seth Rogen, Christoph Waltz, and Cameron Diaz, but I liked Jay Chow in this. I thought he was good. Yeah, it's not great, but I'm a Seth Rogen apologist, if you like. Okay, next we have Green Lantern, also not great, with Ryan Reynolds from 2011 on Blu-ray, and Blake Lively, but again, I like Ryan Reynolds, and it's a superhero film, so what the hell. Next we have Hancock with Will Smith and Charlize Theron from, I don't know, like 2008, something like that. Not great, but it has its moments. Get back in there. Okay, next we have Hellboy, the director's cut from 2004. Ron Perlman, awesome. I don't love the effects in sort of the second half, but I like the premise of Hellboy. But I really enjoyed Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, the sequel. I thought it was awesome. A lot, just bigger and badder and better than the original. Next we have a couple of Hellboy animated films, Sword of Storms. Again, it's a good thing they got the voices of Ron Perlman and Selma Blair and Doug Jones in these, which I haven't watched, to be honest. But I am planning to this year sometime. And Blood and Iron. So looking forward to watching these. Okay, now we go on to the Hulk films. Hulk from 2003, directed by Ang Lee. It's a mess, but it's an entertaining mess. I don't love Eric Bana in this. I do like Jennifer Connelly and Sam Elliott. But yeah, the Hulk is a mess. And The Incredible Hulk was a little bit better, but I didn't think it was spectacular. Ed Norton, sort of an odd choice for the Hulk in my opinion. Liv Tyler was good, Tim Roth, and William Hurt. Yeah, the Avengers got the Hulk right. These two films really didn't. Okay, next we have the Iron Man films, of course. The first one is probably the best, from 2008. Robert Downey Jr., awesome. I love Gwyneth Paltrow in these as well. Yeah, really fun, the first Iron Man. Iron Man 2, not as good, from 2010 on Blu-ray, but I love the Monaco Grand Prix sequence. The first time sort of Whiplash is unleashed. Mickey Rourke, and the ending is kind of a letdown of Iron Man 2, but I still enjoy it as a whole. Next we have Kick-Ass, one of the coolest films of 2011 on Blu-ray. Nick Cage, Aaron Johnson, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, and Chloe Grace Moretz stealing the show as Hit Girl, and looking forward to the sequel. Next we have The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with Sean Connery. Not great, but I'm a huge Connery fan. He's my favorite actor. I enjoy parts of this film. Next we have The Mask, one of Jim Carrey's early films from 1994. Cameron Diaz absolutely smoking her debut, and she has gone downhill ever since, in my opinion. She looks gorgeous in this film. Next we have The Rocketeer from 1991. Great movie, loads of fun. Jennifer Connelly, Timothy Dalton, Bill Campbell, Alan Arkin. Just love that film. Next we have Spawn from 1997 with Michael Jai White, I believe his name is. Something like that. I always remember John Leguizamo as the crazy looking clown. It's got some cool effects. Not a great movie though. Next we move on to Spider-Man. Like I said, Spider-Man from 2002 with Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst, Willem Dafoe. It's good, but it hasn't aged well in my opinion. Spider-Man 2, still one of the best superhero films of all time. Absolutely brilliant. Just the entertainment, the excitement, the tension, and the romance. It all just comes together beautifully at the end when Mary Jane realizes who Spider-Man really is, and etc. What's his name? Alfred Molina, great as Doc Ock. Yeah, I still love Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3, the less said the better. Topher Grace, What Were You Doing? The emo scene, unbelievably bad. I really liked Bryce Dallas Howard though as Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man 3. Okay, next we have animated Spider-Man TV show. It's a 3-disc collection. Comes with the return of the Green Goblins, Daredevil versus Spider-Man. Lots of great Spider-Man stuff. Sort of like Batman the Animated Series, but not as good. Same Spider-Man versus Doc Ock. And Spider-Man the Venom Saga. I actually haven't watched Doc Ock or the Venom Saga yet, but I've watched the other 3 on that box set. Okay, next we have The Spirits. Just a huge letdown. I mean, it was supposed to look like Sin City from the creator of Sin City and 300. But it was just sort of ridiculous. It's got a really good cast and just a great disappointment. That's about all I'll say about The Spirit. Okay, next we have the Superman tin, of course. Loved the first Superman from 1978, Christopher Reeves, awesome. Superman 2 from 1980 is still legendary, in my opinion. I haven't seen Superman 3 or 4 in a really long time. I've never had the desire to, and this set also has Superman Returns. Yeah, looking forward to Man of Steel. Hopefully they do it right this time, because geez, I'm gonna get this back in there. So it's really tight and bulky and big. Anyway, more or less got it in. Okay, next we have Thor on Blu-ray, one of the cool superhero films of 2011, along with Captain America and X-Men First Class. Chris Hemsworth, awesome as Thor. Love Natalie Portman. Look at that picture of her. It barely even looks like her. It's sort of like, it's like a superhero version of Natalie Portman right there. Looking smoking and hot. What's her name? Kat Dennings. I enjoy her. I don't watch her show, but I like her as an actress. Stellan Skarsgård was good. Okay, moving on. Watchmen, director's cut. One of my favorite superhero films. This, The Dark Knight, and The Avengers are like my top 3 at the moment, I'd say. Awesome film directed by Zack Snyder. Amazing cast. Just a great adult superhero film. And I also got Tales of the Black Freighter. Really dark and disturbing animated half-hour short. One of the other Watchmen stories. Really good though. I really enjoyed that. And last but not least, we have the X-Men films. X-Men from 2000. Really the film, in my opinion, that started the whole sort of decade of superhero films. Came out in 2000 and it really sort of set off the trend that we have now. It's definitely not my favorite of the original 3 anyway. I just can't stand Halle Berry as Storm. X2, awesome, one of the best superhero films. I love Ian McKellen and Rebecca Romijn in this as Magneto and Mystique. They're the 2 that really make that film, in my opinion. And X-Men: The Last Stand, I know a lot of people don't like it. The stuff they did with Jean Grey and Famke Janssen was kind of weird and didn't really work. But I actually like this movie better than the first one. I'm sure most people don't agree with that, but there you go. I said it. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yeah, the weakest of the X-Men films in my opinion. And just watching, I saw the SAGs last night and Hugh Jackman talking about Les Mis, and I'm reminded that they're coming out with a new Wolverine movie this year. I'm like, why the hell do we need another Wolverine movie? It's enough already with, does he need to be in every X-Men film ever made? It makes no sense to me. Let's do a different character or something else. But X-Men First Class I thought was awesome. My favorite X-Men movie. My favorite superhero film of 2011. James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender were both great, and of course you've got the lovely Jennifer Lawrence in it. So that is superhero collection. Up next will be the teen section. So thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.
Bond. James Bond.